Although death can take us by surprise, we can anticipate it if we know some signs that indicate a future misfortune. If you want to be prevented, you are in the right place. The subject of this video is quite delicate, therefore finding some of the signs that I am going to mention do not necessarily indicate an upcoming death, so do not draw conclusions early and go to a veterinarian. Now, let's get started. Number 1. Deterioration in their bones and joints. They are quite agile and resilient animals, so a healthy cat should have no trouble getting up and moving. On the other hand, if you notice that when you wake up it takes too long to walk, and when he walks it does not put its 4 legs well on the ground, it means that his joints and skeleton are deteriorating. You can also notice it when you see it climbing, jumping, climbing furniture or steps, and even when running. These difficulties appear mainly during the winter, because the cold increases this type of problem. Which take us to the next point. Number 2, gets too much rest. This is called being lethargic, that is, entering a stage of being inactive for a long time. Although cats can sleep up to 16 hours a day, we should consider that when they are awake they are very active doing anything that requires physical dexterity. But if on the contrary, your cat sleeps longer than usual, and also when he wakes up he does nothing but lie there without wanting to move, then if you should start to worry since it is not normal. Number 3, doesn't eat. Loss of appetite is never a good sign in any species. If you have a cat that is already an older adult, I must tell you that it is normal that they eat little, since as they enter the stage of old age, the animals reduce the amount of their food. If you find yourself in this situation, do the following test: do not give him the usual food, but offer him something he likes very much. If he rejects it, then if you should start worrying. If you accept it, you can relax. Number 4, doesn't lick. Remember that our friends are obsessive hygienic by nature, and one action that every cat does constantly throughout his life is to lick himself. You will have already noticed that at no time do they stop grooming their coat. This helps them to control their body temperature, feel more comfortable, and keep their hair free of garbage. In a nutshell, it helps them to be clean. So a cat that doesn't lick its body is a sign of an unstable cat. What you should do in this case is brush it from time to time, but without disturbing it, since if it is dirty it will feel even worse. Number 5, urines everywhere. Unfortunately, the diseases that affect cats a lot are those that attack the kidney, and a consequence of kidney disease is excessive thirst, which causes them to drink too much water, much more than normal, which in turn causes them to urinate a lot, sometimes uncontrolled in places where they should not. Number 6, weight loss. When a cat is too thin and you can even see his ribs very marked, it's a pretty alarming sign. Along with this, they also tend to feel lighter when carrying them, their bones feel too weak, and even their coat is less shiny and plentiful than it used to be. Signs of a clear deterioration in the health of our friend. Number 7, he walks away. Although many cats prefer to have their personal space free of people, when they keep their distance and no longer approach you, it is because they really feel vulnerable and use the pride that so identifies them to stay isolated in a safe and quiet place without doing anything but waiting for their death. I repeat what I said at the beginning: although these are 7 universal signs that a cat is dying, do not draw conclusions early and go to a veterinarian to identify why your feline behaves like this. Maybe you can still avoid losing it. I invite you to subscribe for more videos like this. You can also follow our networks for more content. Let's keep the Gary's legend alive.